Hello and welcome to How to Play Precedence, a game for one player. This game comes to us from Solitaire by David Parlett. It needs two decks of cards which you're going to shuffle together to form one single deck. So we have two decks here. Make sure you don't have any jokers. Go ahead and put them back in the box. And I'm going to do that for both decks. So we're going to just pile them together and shuffle them together and try to get them organized into a single square, single rectangle. Now we're going to need to have 8 different foundations. We're just going to put some cards face down so we can get this aligned perfectly. Once we have that, we'll have it aligned. So we have a draw pile, a discard pile. We'll have our 8 foundations. Now our 8 foundations are going to go from King, which we found first, to a Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Now the winning condition will be that we're going to build these down in sequence. Suit will not matter. So we should have at the very end of it the bottom card being a Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So if we have that, we have won the game. We have 2 redeals to do this in, so we have to be very careful when we're playing the cards that we don't make a mistake so we don't lose this game. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. We found a Queen, Jack, and King. So we can play any card that goes in any of those sequences first before we play it to any foundation. But of course it's wise to play the next foundation card as it becomes available. So that 10 we could have played as a foundation itself, or under the Queen, or the King, Queen, Jack, or the Queen, Jack, or the Jack itself. We decided to go ahead and play as foundation itself because that allowed us to found the 9 and the 8. So it's always important to do that. Now we're founding the 7 and the 6. So whenever we find a 7 or a 6, we'll go ahead and play them. So we'll need 2 coins or something to remind us of how many redeals we had, because we only had 2 redeals. And you want to minimize your thinking in these situations so you don't make a mistake. And so to do that, I've used 2 coins to facilitate that reasoning for me, so I can see that I had 2 redeals and I don't make a mistake and redeal a 3rd time, because you only have 2 redeals in this game to build from King all the way down, to build from Queen all the way down to King, to build from Jack all the way down to Queen, and 10 all the way down to Jack, 9 all the way down to 8, 8 all the way down to 7, 7 all the way down to 6, and 6 all the way down to 5, or not 5, 7. Yeah, 6 down to 7, 7 down to 8, 8 down to 9, 9 down to 10, 10 down to Jack, Jack down to Queen, Queen down to King, and King, of course, all the way down to Ace. So we should have an Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So if we have that, we've won the game. Now there's our first redeal. We'll put a coin down. We'll flip the card deck over. We'll go from there. We'll see what we can play, what we can't play, and we'll go from there. Now you can play from the draw pile or the discard pile. So be very aware of that. Be wary of what card you have in your discard pile, because it will be very, very important as the game goes along. Sometimes you might want to skip cards. It might be more advantageous to do that. I don't know, but your game, you have to decide how you play this. So we're going to go from there, and looks like we're doing pretty good. I'm going to consolidate the decks that we have closed. We have King to Ace, that's complete. Queen to King, that is complete. We just need to find a 4 for the Jack row or column, a 5 for the 10 column, and 6 for the 9 column, and a 10 for the 8 column, and looks like we're doing pretty good on the 7 column. We just need a Jack now. Now the 6 column, of course, needs an Ace that will wrap around to King. Oh, there we found it. But of course, we have a 3 in the way. Now let's see how we do. All right, we've closed the 8 column, so we'll go ahead and close that. We have 8, we have the 9 that goes before it. Here's our second redeal. We have a 4, we find a 5, we find a 9. Looks like we're doing pretty well for ourselves. And we have a Jack, which we can't play immediately, so we'll have to put it down. All right, we've closed out the 7 column. Find some more Kings, 3, find another 3. Find an Ace. Okay, now we can use that Ace there. We find a 3, we find a 10. We can't use that 10 immediately, but we do close out the 6 column with the 7. We have 2 columns left. We need a 2. We have the 2. We need an Ace. We have the Ace. We need a King. We don't have the king, and we managed to lose the game because we've exhausted both redeals, and we did not complete the card requirements. So like always, if you actually want to play something that's not a solitaire and actually requires opponents, you don't have any friends, you want to meet new friends, come to our subreddit card game meetups. Post your city in a public place you want to play cards. Do click on the show more to find a link to card game meetups, as well as a link to a Discord channel where we talk about card games, dice games, board games all day, every day. It's a fun time, definitely worth the visit. Very, very interesting conversations and a lot of new doors open to games you never heard of. So do call your friends, let them know you'd like to play cards. They might say yes, they might say no. You never know unless you call. And who knows, maybe they have some hidden messages for you. Do like, subscribe. Maybe you'll be the 540th subscribers. We reached 530 recently. Do vote in this month's Game of the Month poll if we have one, or any poll in the community tab. I want to thank today's musicians, and I want to thank everybody for viewing this video, and everybody who likes these videos, subscribes to these videos, and shares these videos with other people they know love playing card games. And I'll see you next video.